guys, I hope you are doing well. Okay, here is a bonus throw. Okay, use it for whenever you hear this or whenever you think you're going somewhere. If you happen to be passing a flea market or you've got one of those things that people carry around, they do that thing on the ground at the beach to find the metal things, I guess. Okay, here is what we got. It looks devastating, but I'm telling you guys, it's a great throw. Okay, and I'm not just saying that. We come in with the Nine of Swords. I had to clarify everything because there's a lot of trumps in here. So we come in with the Nine of Swords. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Magician. We've got the Tower card. Okay, now clarifying the Nine of Swords, we've got the Page of Wands, the Four, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so clarifying the Tower on the outbound, we've got the Chariot, the King of Coins, and the Seven of Swords. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, we've got the Tower card again. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Strength card. There is, honestly guys, you could fall into it today, literally in a good way, not a crap storm, into actually like money from somewhere. Okay, unexpected luck is sitting in here too. What I want to say here is you've got to use, for those of you in politics, right? Again, not my forte, but it sits in here. If you're strategizing something, maybe politics too can mean somewhere in your business arena. I guess it can equate to that. But you've got to start, or today, or whenever you hear this, or whatever plan you're working on, you've got to start to. It's a good luck. It's good luck in this throw for that, but you've got to adjust what you're doing a little bit. Whatever strategy you're using, use your intelligence. Abstract global talents. I have no idea what the hell that means, but it's a message that comes here. That's why I know this has got to do, to some of you, with politics, okay? I think somewhere in here it has to do with whatever strategy you're bringing something forth with. All right, I'm going to say in here too, you don't want to, this is for everyone now, not just the politics part of this, but this is, don't be so, I know that in corporate arenas and things like that, and whatever you're doing, you need to, they push the teaming, right? And I get that, but you have got a strategy here or something that you're working on that not everyone is going to agree with, but it's the route to go. So try to push that, but not steamroll over people, okay? We don't want to try to change so much of ourselves that we blend into every situation, right? We're like just the plain white curtain. There's really no, you know, sometimes we've got to, you know, whip out the color a little bit that's inside of us. That's why I'm saying we all have creative talents. Sometimes, though, we mask those and we just try to fit in, when in fact that's exactly the point in time when you should have, you know, pulled that nugget out. So be true to yourself. Don't try to blend in, because you're not going to come out ahead here. That's actually when you're gonna lose. Again, honestly, I think that somehow you fall into wealth. It's just it really is just a lucky situation. You're either in the right place at the right time, you come across something. This is why I'm a big advocate too, guys, of when you're walking down the street or you're doing something or you're driving, don't be on your phone, because you're passing things that could actually bring you in a windfall of money, right? If you do things like salvage on the side, right? You come across something that's sitting outside or in an alleyway that someone discarded, but that you know, and you have a vision that it can pull in a lot of money for you. Pay attention, because something is sitting around you that can actually be just like it changes your life. Like it's something, it could be a gem too. Someone could have passed something down to you, or you could have bought a lot of, I do this a lot too at auctions. I'll buy lot boxes full of stuff when there's really just one thing I want, but then I find other things in there and I'm like, ooh, and then I do research on it because I don't know what it is, and they end up being things that are substantial, but that people just don't realize when they acquire things, right? So there could be something, again, sitting in there in your surroundings. If you're going to, again, tag sales or auctions, or you've got stuff, or look at the ground too. You know, it's not just pennies you find down there. You may find something. There's something in the earth too. There could be something buried, but you've got to have your peepers planted in your surroundings, okay? Yeah, again, that's it. You may have bought something too. You know, a gem, or a piece of costume jewelry, or a pin, or some. You may have something sitting around that you think is, you've had it forever and it just doesn't do anything, you know. But when you really start looking into it, you realize that it's kind of worth a pretty, you know, amount of money here. Like that auction. What is it? Antique road shows. Give me 1 minute here. There were a lot of messages. There could be an inheritance here too. There's something around money. Don't be upset about these tower cards. That you fall into something literally. Okay, what you want to change here though is, I think there's a lack of, in hindsight, short term. Don't get whipped around by all the drama that's going around you. And that's what I think that Five of Wands is. The Four of Wands is, yes, it's structure in your home, right? But the Five of Wands is like, there's too much chaos. You're being pulled in 1,000 different directions, and you can't focus on what you're supposed to be doing, and it could cost you. Someone may take you, if you're doing investments, financial investments, and you're shuffling something around, or you're trying to get a project off the ground, or you're trying to get financial backing for something, you'll get it. But you've got to trust yourself here. Don't take blind advice, and don't be pulled down, you know, a blind trail. You may have something more to lose to you than a financial advisor who thinks this is a drop in a bucket. It may be your life savings. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that the people that you're getting advice from here, if that's the case, that they actually know who you are, and they know, you know, you really trust them. There's also an air through here too of kind of false friendships, right? For others of you, you may just, this is where I tell you guys to be very careful what you wish for. You just may get it. This could be, you know, a relationship that separated, and you really wanted the person back because you didn't give it a moment to digest, and you just instantly stuck with that longing, and we do it. But you pull the person back in, and then when they're in, you're like, oh fuck, what? Oh, excuse me. Oh crap. What have I done? Now I see what the real issue was, because they're not. It's not a. It's a hindrance more than a help as far as long-term planning in the things that you want to do in your life. It could be something like that. Because if you look at that magician, he's looking at the Wheel of Fortune. He wants change. It's sitting right here. But you could either be your own worst enemy, not getting out of your way, or you can be distracted by 1,000 other things, and you're not focusing on where your focus needs to be to drive this forward. Whatever it is you're doing, guys, it will be successful, but you've got to not be so blendable. You know, stick to how you want to do things, and be sure that the people that are in your surroundings, both personally and professionally, are in balance with where you're going. Make sure they're contributing and not hindering, okay? And I know that's a horrible thing to say, but you've got to really look at this, because this can go one of two ways. This can really change your life, right? Granted, you know, if you fall into some kind of financial luck, I think that's great, but you're also striving for something in here too. Some of you are striving to drive something forward, and you're going to do it. You've just, with those tower cards in here being 2 times 2, we've got the 2 tower cards. Now, 3 sevens too can speak of, and I take the tower card as a 7, right? The chariot is a 7, the 7 of swords is a 7, and we've got the other tower card there too, right? Those speak of windfalls of luck, but they also speak of false, someone lets you down. Someone isn't really, you know, who, you know, they may find out that you've got this money to invest, and they've all of a sudden got something great that you can invest it in. Be careful, okay? Be careful. Take the lead on whatever it is that you're doing here, and don't just trust someone blindly. I'm a big advocate too of financial advisors. Know personally who your financial advisor is, right? Don't just look for free legal advice here. There's something in that too. There's something with magistrates. If you've got something going on in the court system, it also speaks of stuff like that. I think with the clarifiers for the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician card coming in, being the Strength card, the Tower card, and the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups is very malleable. He's forever on the quest for something, but there's no hindsight, and something could bite me in the butt here. I don't have a good plan. I need you don't want to screw around here, okay? Because with the Tower card, that's Jupiter. Okay, it's Jupiter. It's expansion, but working within confines of things. But it also brings massive luck in here. There is luck, through here. When I check this, I check the astrology, and we've got a fixed star that really, really speaks of absolute luck coming your way. But you've got to do the right thing, not roll over people, and you've got to really not blend in. You've got to shine right now, basically, like a gem that could be found or something, right? So I think I touched upon it all. I don't find this being a negative. Just be really, let go of the things, guys, that you need to let go of. It's like, the Magician's looking at that Wheel of Fortune, and he's thinking, oh, this is so what I want, right? And then on the other side is the Tower, and it's thinking, oh, but, I've got some junk in the trunk I've got to get rid of, and it's, it's going to leave a mark. Someone's not going to be happy. The choice is yours, but the opportunity is here, okay? So there you go. I hope that I helped you some way. This is not specific to a day. It's my morning throw that I threw, and I'm sharing it because I just felt the need to today. So, and I actually had the time. So there you go. Use this for whenever you want. Time is fluent, guys. It's not going to stop. If there's not an auction till the weekend, but still really be patient, pay attention to your surroundings here. You may literally just fall into it. You may find out, those commercials that come on TV, the things where, you had like lost money or something like that. You really come into something here, and I think that it's great. So keep your peepers open. Get rid of the things that you need to get rid of. The Tower coming up twice is no accident. It's not. Okay, so you've got to really just things. I really think that things are just changing for you. That's what it is. But you've got to get in it to win it, right? So there you go. Okay, have a wonderful day. I hope that this helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. Okay, thank you so much.